Hi everyone. I've been away from YouTube for a little while now, and there's a reason for that. The past few months have been one of the hardest seasons of my life. My sweet Oreo, my bunny, my companion, my little soul friend passed away. I feel like I'm finally ready to share what happened and why I have been so quiet here. On the 19th of July, we watched nature takes its course. In Oreo's final hours, my husband and I stayed by his side. We stroked his head, whispered to him, and told him everything we wanted him to know, and that he was deeply loved, treasured, and appreciated simply for being with us all these years. At 5:27 p.m., he lifted his head and took his final breath. Our hearts broke wide open. The days and weeks after felt so empty. Suddenly, I was waking up without him by my bedside. No pee pad to change, no medicine to prepare, no critical care to warm, no little soft bottom to clean. The house felt so quiet in a way I didn't know how to handle. The truth is, I had already started grieving back in April, when he first fell sick. Some days gave me hope that maybe he would recover. I tried to keep my spirits up, just as he always did. But deep down I knew we were on borrowed time. These are some of the last pictures and videos I took of him when he was still well, up until mid-April. That's when I noticed he stopped using his little box. A few pee accidents, uneaten psychotropes lying around. From then on, his medical journey began. Multiple vet visits, X-rays, blood tests, urine tests, and so on. None of it really helped. Everything just kept going downhill. And yet, Oreo being the good boy he was, he would always take his medicines without complaint. Week after week, I watched his health decline, and it was heartbreaking. But I told myself I had to stay strong for him, because I was his only voice in this world. We fought a good fight, didn't we, Oreo? I'm sorry he had to go through so much. I'm sorry he didn't get the peaceful passing we hoped for. A decision we wrestle with every single day. In the end, I think he chose to live this world on his own terms. And while my heart still aches with questions, I hold on to the truth that he knew nothing but love. Since losing him, the house feels heavy, quiet. There have been moments of crying until I couldn't anymore. Moments of silence, and moments where I found myself creating small rituals, like arranging flowers or keeping the humidifier running most of the day. Little ways of honoring him and finding a way to keep going. There's a saying, if love could have kept you here, you would have lived forever. And it's true, isn't it? We get those precious years with our pets. All those ordinary days side by side, not needing words to understand each other. And yet, when the years catch up and their little bodies can't keep up anymore, our hearts can hardly bear it. Making this video is part of how I'm processing, revisiting memories, remembering the quiet car ride home from cremation center, and learning how to live in a world that feels so different without him. It's my way of honoring Oreo, my little companion, who walked beside me through so many seasons of life. He was with me for most of my years in Melbourne, from landing my first job, to buying our first home, to getting married. He was there for it all. If there's one thing I've learned from this grief, is that it softened me. It's made my heart a little more tender, a little more loving. I know I'm forever changed by this experience, and that's okay. It shows that I've been loved by a soul so pure, one that gave unconditional love without ever holding back. Thank you, my sweetest boy, for giving us the chance to say a proper goodbye. I love you so much, and I know we will meet again. And thank you for listening to my story and staying with me until the end of this video. Before I go, I want to share a comforting message I came across the other day. I hope it reaches anyone going through the heartbreak of losing a beloved pet and brings you a little bit of peace.
I have a question too, because when you get flowers, it's special. It doesn't happen every day. You want them to last as long as possible. Are there any tips for, because you've heard like put an aspirin in, put a penny in, put vodka in. Okay, all right. Do any of those things work?
Okay, I want you to take my hands.
Okay, go what?
Flowers are not supposed to last. I know. Listen to me. Listen. They're not supposed to last. Their job is to help us to stay in the present, okay? They grow. They grow.
It makes me feel better.
Yes, they grow, they blossom, they thrive, and then they're gone. You have to stay in the present. You have to stop. You have to be in the moment. Otherwise, you're gonna blink, and what's gonna be happening? They're gonna be gone.
So what I'm hearing
they're there
is
to stay in the present.
Wow, you're really changing my life right now.
Good. Okay, let's do
way
the
deeper than I
tulips.
thought it was.